Hi guys, I'm Laura Vitale. It was a double weave because I'm excited. Much baby shark on my head. Today I want to show you a great recipe for some shrimp summer rolls with a peanut dipping sauce. These are phenomenal, incredibly versatile. If you don't want shrimp, use chicken. If you want chicken, use tofu. If you don't want either, just use veggies. It is whatever you want, but they're easy and delicious. I'll show you what I like to put in them, and then the peanut sauce that just makes these so delicious. So let me run you through the list of ingredients. It looks like there's a lot, but trust me, they're all the right ones. What I've got here in terms of my veg, I've got purple cabbage that I've sliced, bell peppers, cucumbers, these are some shredded carrots or carrot sticks, whatever you call them, and lots of scallions. I've also got a lot of mint, and I've also got a lot of cilantro. I don't chop it, I like to use it as an actual veggie. I've got some cooked shrimp. You can buy them already like this, or you can poach your own, whatever your heart desires. Sesame seeds in here. I've got a little bit of soy sauce with some light olive oil. I've got lime, garlic. In here, I've got hoisin sauce, some natural peanut butter. You'll need a little bit of water. And in here, I've got some more soy and a drop of sesame oil, toasted sesame oil. I've got my rice paper. These are also known as spring roll wrappers. They look a little something like this. They're a little bit of a pain to work with, but once you get going, they get easier. And then what I have here are some rice noodles, also known as rice vermicelli noodles. They're literally sold right next to, same aisle, right next to these babies. So you should be able to find them easily. And all I did with these is I just boiled them in some boiling water for 3 minutes. That's it. I drained them, rinsed them on the cold water to stop them from cooking further, and we're really ready to go. I'm going to work on the sauce first, the dipping sauce, because I wanted that to set aside for a bit. All right, so in here, I've got hoisin sauce and natural peanut butter. To this, I want to add my soy and my little bit of sesame oil. I'm going to take a clove of garlic and I'm going to grate it in. I want that garlic flavor, but I don't want big giant chunks, so I just grate that right in, and it is phenomenal. I'm going to also take a squeeze of lime, a little bit of acid. If you don't want to use lime, but in this case I'm also using it for the veg, you can use a little rice vinegar if you want to, but lime works really, really well. Start whisking all this together. It's going to take just a couple minutes, and then you're going to start to drizzle in some water. And you're going to add in as much water as you want, basically, or until you get the consistency that you're looking for. I don't like a really thick sauce, but I also don't like a really thin sauce. So I just keep whisking until I get something that makes me feel good. And you can taste along the way. That is perfection on every level. It's peanutty, it's salty, I'm gonna say spicy because of the raw garlic. It's just phenomenal. Now I'm gonna get going and working on the rolls. Now, I'm gonna be the first one to say that I despise working with these. They are so fragile, they break so easily, but they are worth it because these are so absolutely delicious and they're so light and really satisfying. I love them. I already made one and it started tearing, but it's fine because that's called the cook's treat. So I've got a damp paper towel here, and it really works best to have a damp paper towel or a damp cloth of some sort so that nothing sticks. So what you do is you lay this out in front of you. You're going to soak it in some hot water to keep it from, you know, so that it cooks down, that it softens basically. And then what I do is you put a little bit of your rice noodles, and then you just put a couple pieces. Don't overstuff it, because if you overstuff it, it is going to tear very easily, and we don't want that. So you just layer all of your veg, whatever you want. You can use lettuce here. You can use avocados here if you want to. You can literally use whatever you want, but don't miss out and skip on the herbs, because the herbs really make this so special. So go ahead and add that in. Add your mint and all that jazz. So now I just want to flavor this a little bit. So I take the mixture of light oil and some soy along with a small squeeze of lime, and then you take a couple of small little shrimp, right? And you're gonna roll this like you would a burrito. So you tightly, but don't tear if you can help it. Tightly roll this once or twice. Fold the sides in, and it does sort of start to stick together, so it kind of helps you along the way. And here they are. Gorgeous, right? A pain, I tell ya, but worth it. I'm gonna go ahead and do a couple more because we're gonna have these for lunch, and then I have the fixins in the fridge to make more later, or to mix it all together and eat it with that on the side. I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and then I'll show you what they look like, and then we plate and dip and serve, and I'm so excited. So I got about 5 done, and the first one that tore a little bit, I just rewrapped it because I know this was gonna be my little cook's treat, if you will. And you just cut them in half. Look how gorgeous, right? Put them on your plate. A little sesame seed on each one. And it's like a delicious handheld, not a burrito, but you get the concept. And since this is my plate with my sauce, I'm just gonna dunk in there because the sauce is really what makes it so amazing. I cannot explain to you enough. Drizzle this on top if you want to. I don't really care. It's so good. That is the best shrimp summer roll peanut sauce in the entire world. Easy, light, so perfect for this time of year. A little time consuming, but really worth it. Roll them up way better than I did, because I know you can, because I'm not a profesh. Go to laureninthekitchen.com for the recipe. I ain't stopping until this is over. I hope you enjoy spending time with me. Don't leave any of this out, especially the herbs and the scallions in the wrap. To die for. I'll see you next time.